You can start, Katalin. I started, hopefully. Yes.
Okay. So then let's start our presentation. So this is the online pre-orientation for the academic year of 2021 and 22. So welcome here, all of you. We are happy you received your admittance for ELTE BTK. You can see this abbreviation many times, and you will see it also during your studies. So ELTE BTK means an Hungarian abbreviation. This is the abbreviation for Eötvös Loránd University Faculty of Humanities in Hungarian. So in Hungarian, you can see the name of the university here and also the name of the faculty. So in Hungarian, it's Eötvös Loránd Tudományegyetem, Bölcsészettudományi Kar. So if you see these, you can know that this is ELTE, and this is the Faculty of Humanities. So later on, when we refer to ELTE BTK, so you should know that this is the Faculty of Humanities. It's sometimes easier to use this abbreviation rather than having the full name of the faculty in English. So let's go through the contents which I'm going to talk about today. So we are going to go through the border crossing information and entry information. So how can you enter Hungary? Some really important facts about your arrival. Some words about the COVID regulations in Hungary. We are going to have a brief talk about the Neptun study system and how to create an ELTE account and an ELTE email address. Some words about the registration and enrollment process. Some recommendations for the welcome programs and some online platforms which you can follow regarding the faculty at the university. And I will show you the webpage of the faculty where to find the most important information and which information and which menus you should check regularly during your stay and before your stay, of course. So let's get started. So with the border crossing and entry information, it is very, very, very important to check the following sites regularly. So first one is the Hungarian policy site with the border crossing information. This is always up to date, so the Hungarian police always updates it if there is a change with the entry regulations. And there is also a collection for the most important facts and at the central page. So this presentation is going to be published on our website, so you are going to be able to check these links by clicking on them, but you can also find these pages on our Welcome to Our New Students page on the faculty website. So please always check these sites to be up to date with the entry information. So with a valid residence permit or a type D visa, you don't need an equity request to enter the country. So I think most of you have already started the visa process. Maybe you have already had your visa interview. So most of the time you can gain a type D visa, which means that you not only get the visa itself, but you also have to give in a request for the residence permit itself. So as soon as you enter Hungary, the authorities will issue your residence permit automatically, so you don't have to deal with this issue when you enter the country. Hopefully, every year we have some occasions when the immigration office comes to the campus. So they bring those residence permit cards which are ready to the campus. So you will be able to get them right at the university, so you don't have to go to the office of the immigration office. So the type D visa is a simple fact. That's easy to enter with it. If you don't have a type D visa or a valid residence permit, then the equity request is necessary. In the case of European countries, European Union countries, if you come with an EU certificate of the vaccination of the immunity, you are free to enter Hungary. But if you have not received an immunity certificate yet, it means that you also need to ask for the equity request on the police side. If you come from a non-European country, then without a residence permit or a Type D visa, you need to ask for the equity request on the police's website. So that means that you have the police's allowance to enter Hungary. This is just an administrative process, but you have to fill in all the necessary pages with the correct information, and you also need a certificate from us that you're going to be a student here. So if you need the equity request, please write to me or to Mr. Rezső, and we can give you this school certificate, which you can use for the request for the equity. The document should be uploaded to the online platform. So basically, I think only just a few of you will come without a D-type visa or residence permit. But if you need the school certificate, please let us know by sending an email. Okay, regarding the quarantine. So as you are over the process of entering the country and you feel relieved, yes, that you can, then the question comes if you have to go to quarantine. Well, if you have an immunity certificate which is accepted by Hungary,
Sorry, your mic is turned off.
Kati, we don't hear you.
Kati, your microphone is off. Yes.
Yes. So what was the last information you you heard?
You can start the quarantine stuff.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what happened because I didn't do anything.
I think it was my fault because I mute all and including you. Sorry.
I see. Okay, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so regarding the quarantine, so as you enter the country, then the question comes that if you have to go to quarantine. If you are coming with an immunity certificate, which is accepted by Hungary, then you don't have to go to quarantine. But without an immunity certificate or with a certificate which is not accepted by Hungary, then unfortunately you have to go to quarantine. And you can start organizing and visiting the stuff and also visiting the university after your quarantine is over. So if you have to go to a quarantine, please count it that you arrive after that. It's 10 days, so you won't be able to present at our programs if you come a bit later, if you have to go to a quarantine. Please always check the sites which shows that which immunity certificates are accepted by Hungary. So the ones which are European Union certificates, they are accepted. And also we have some bilateral agreements with some countries out from Europe. So please check those agreements, and also you can see the specimens of the documents which are accepted by the Hungarian authorities. Okay, so regarding the arrival, so schedule your arrival and the quarantine before the start of the semester if it is possible. Of course, we know that the visa processes can be long, and we know that some of you have already done the visa interview, but some of you will have it later. So that's why I said that if necessary, if you can arrive before our programs and the start of the semester. The arrival is possible until the 30th of September. So this is the very last date until you can arrive. After that, the registration and the enrollment is not possible anymore, because after that it would be too late to join all the classes, and all the administrative stuff can be longer. So please try to arrive until the 30th of September. If you have any problems with the arrival or you need any advice, please write to us and we try to find a solution. But this 30th of September is a very important date for the arrival. We also sent you an arrival questionnaire in the brochure we sent at the end of July. So please please fill in until 15th of August, because we would like to have the information about your arrival so we can organize all the dates and also the documents for your arrival perfectly. Okay. One more important thing, that the 20th of August is a national holiday in Hungary. So if you arrive on the 20th of August, you should see that the shops are closed. There are festivities all around the country. There can be modified traffic routes, especially in the heart of the city. And there can be also traffic closures in the cities all around Hungary because of the festivities. So be aware of this and prepare with the necessary food and necessary stuff, because you won't be able to go to the shop on the 20th of August. So that's an important information. And if you are here and you don't have to go to quarantine, so you can join Hungarians with the celebration of the birthday of Hungary, because the 20th of August is the birthday of Hungary. So you can find many, many programs all around the cities. Okay, let's go further and let's mention some COVID regulations which are valid at the moment in Hungary. At the moment, let's say that the regulations are not really strict in the country. So, but of course, it's always important to be careful with all the hygienic measures and stuff. Wearing a mask is only optional at the moment, but in the health institutions and social institutions, it is obligatory to wear a mask, and also in hospitals. Vaccination is highly recommended for everyone, because most of the Hungarians are already vaccinated. But as you know, you can also ask for the vaccination here in Hungary when you arrive. Some bigger events, some festivals and celebrations, they require immunity certificate, but not all of them. You always have to check the websites and the information pages of the events if you want to go to some of them. Gyms and sport facilities, they require immunity certificate to enter, so it's a bit safer like that. There is no curfew anymore in Hungary, so everything is open. You can go out in the evenings and also at night. It's always important to check the university pages for any updates if there are changes with the regulations, because of course we could never know what happens in the following weeks. We really hope that we can start the university education offline, but you know that the pandemic situation can always change. So, but we cross our fingers not to have any serious problems. If you have COVID suspicion after your arrival, then please stay at your accommodation and contact your health insurance company immediately, either if you have a Hungarian insurance or if you have insurance which you bring from your home country, and follow the instructions of the health insurance company. And you can also find some information what to do if you have COVID on our ELTE web pages. So you can follow the steps also there. And maybe if you have to go to the hospital, there is also a description that what to bring with you and what to do when you have to go to a hospital. So please always check the ELTE website for further information. Okay, let's talk about the Neptun study system. we have already sent you some information about it in the brochure at the end of July. Neptun study system is an administrative system. It's a database to manage all the study issues. It stores your personal data, the study program info. You can deal with some of the financial stuffs there. You have to do the course registration in Neptun system, later on the exam registration also. You are going to receive the study-related emails mostly in Neptun. So there is a mailbox in Neptun system, and this is the official channel from the offices like the educational office and also from us. And also many of your professors will send the study material and information about your tests and dates and stuff like that via Neptun. So always check your mailbox in Neptun. If there is a valid email address set in Neptun for you, usually Neptun sends also these messages as emails, but of course, sometimes it can have a mail function, so always go to your Neptun account to be sure that you receive all the messages. And please also read the messages because they are important. Sometimes you get some emails from other associations regarding the university, some advertisement for programs or scholarship or stuff like that. Most of them are translated to English. Some of them arrive in Hungarian. If you don't understand the Hungarian, of course, then you can write to us. But those information which are relevant for international students, they are translated to English. So many times you can find bilingual bilingual messages in Neptun. And also Neptun stores your gradebook. So at the end of the semester, your professors record your grades in the Neptun system. So you can check your progress there all the time. Okay. Yes, please watch the tutorial film on our website. We sent the link and you can find it also on the guides and also in the welcome to our new students website part of the website. So it's like a 15-minute long film. So it gives you the most important steps and information which you need to know about the Neptun study system. So get to know with it before you start your studies because you have to use it many, many times during all of your studies. The first step to enter Neptun is to generate your password. You have already received your Neptun codes and you also got the information in the brochure how to create your password. If you have any problems with creating the password, please let us know, or you can write to questura@elte.hu. This is our main administrative office, so they can also help you with generating the password. When you have already generated the password, you can log in the Neptun account. And your next step is to activate your student status and with the student status, you also activate your next semester. So you have to do this process in the activation at the beginning of all semesters. So every semester needs to be activated by you. So it's important not to forget this information. Usually there is a long period to the activation or for the activation. It's around 1.5 months all the time. So you get a lot of messages, warnings that you have to activate, or you can also make it passive. But you have to register for the semesters every at the beginning of every semester. So you already got the instructions how to activate the student status in the info brochure, but it's also included in the Neptun tutorial film. So this is the first step before doing anything else regarding your studies, because the activation is necessary for the course registration. and it is also necessary for creating an ELTE account. So please do it, and after that you are going to be able to get an ELTE account and an ELTE email address. The student status registration is open until the 5th of September. It's a very, very important date. So even if you arrive after the 5th of September, because it can happen, it is essential to activate your semester in Neptun until the 5th of September, because until that time it is very complicated to activate the semester, because you need special permissions, and it's better to do it before 5th of September, because you can do it online, so you don't have to arrive at Hungary for this kind of registration. So please do it until the 5th of September, and every semester be aware of the deadline of the registration, because after the registration period, it's, as I said, it's really complicated to get an active status or a passive status either. Okay, so as I refer to the ELTE account and the ELTE email address, the first step is to activate the student status in Neptun, and then you will be able to create your ELTE account and the ELTE email address. I would like to emphasize that it is compulsory to have this ELTE email address and the ELTE account, because this is your access to many of the university facilities. The instructions how to create it is available on the websites of the ELTE, and it's also available in the brochure we sent at the end of July. So you have many advantages if you create an ELTE account and an ELTE email address, because you get free access to the ELTE Wi-Fi. You can get a free access to the Microsoft 365. So you can get all the Word, Excel, Microsoft Teams, a cloud space, so everything which is associated with the Microsoft stuff. And it is also a safe official ELTE email address, which you can use for any kind of messages. So it is within the ELTE organization, so you can be safe with the professors' emails, and also it is an official email address that you can use also for your professional work if you go to a conference or stuff like that. So please do your ELTE account and your ELTE email address, because you will need it soon. So try to do it, please, until the mid of August, because later on our arrangement booking system also works with the ELTE account and the Neptun account. So please activate your ELTE account and the email address by the 20th of August. Okay, some words about the registration and enrollment process. So it contains 3 steps. The first step, which I have already talked about, is the electronic enrollment in the Neptun system. So it's the activation of your student status and the semester. Then the next step is when you arrive in Hungary. So the registration is the first at the International Affairs Office, so the Department of International Affairs. So this happens with me or with Mr. Rezső. So first you come to our office, we tell you some important information, and we will check your enrollment documents, and then you can go to the enrollment at the Office of Educational Affairs with our colleagues. So this last step is going to be your official start of the studies. So it is necessary and it is a must to start your official student status, because it's not just it's not enough just to activate yourself in Neptun, but you have to do the paper-based enrollment also with our colleagues at the Office of Educational Affairs. So you have to show your original documents and also your copies of these documents to be sure that you are admitted perfectly to the programs. So please follow this order of the registration and enrollment, and then you will be just calm and relaxed to start your studies with us. Okay, so some program recommendations. So the welcome programs, there is going to be a freshman camp from the 27th of August. So the ticket sales are open for this one. So this is a fun event where you can meet other Hungarian and hopefully international students also. So it is organized by the Students' Union of the faculty. So this is 3 days of having fun meetings and tasks and games and parties together. So it is a good platform just to meet other students from the faculty who start their studies. What is very, very important is our welcome and information days. This starts on the 31st of August. So this first day is going to be our welcome ceremony and also the information sessions for the programs. So this one is going to be one of the most important ones. So if you can arrive by the 31st of August, please come to this one, but don't forget to register for the event. We have already sent you the link. The registration is in the arrival questionnaire. So if you register, then we are going to send you the invitation for the welcome ceremony. Unfortunately, for the welcome ceremony, the places are limited because for the big lecture hall, we can only we cannot let all the students inside, but for the programs in the afternoon, everybody is free to come. So if the registration is over by the 15th of August with the arrival questionnaire, we will contact everybody if you can come to the welcome ceremony in person or if you can watch it online because it's going to be streamed. But the afternoon programs, they are going to be open for everyone who is here in Hungary. So please fill in the arrival questionnaire and register for the welcome days if you can and if you arrive by that time. We are going to have another social program. It's called Trefortkert Offline. Trefortkert is the name of the campus. So it is, we are planning a huge kind of festival to celebrate the opening of the university again. So this is going to happen from the 6th of September until the 10th of September. This is the week when you start your courses, but it's going to be also for celebrating the reopening of the faculty. So all around the campus, you are going to find exciting programs. We are also going to have an international corner with some fun programs and also for programs to socialize with other students. So please come to this event also, because this is the platform to meet all Hungarian and all international students from the first year and also from the second and third years. So please join us with these events also. The program is going to be published later on. So please check our website for the detailed program. Please follow us online because we have many online platforms. So we have first the virtual campus tour. So if you are excited to see our campus before your arrival, you can check it here. We have a nice presentation, like a 3D presentation of the Faculty of Humanities campus. And we have the web pages and social media, so you can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and we have a Facebook group for the students of the faculty. So please join there. You can meet other students from the years above. So it's going to be nice, and feel free to ask questions. At the moment, it's not really active, but you can make it active with questions and some socializing messages. Of course, it's important to always check our faculty website. There are many important facts and information there. And there is ELTE's official central website, which also contains useful information for all of our international students, not just from the faculty, but from the whole university. So actually, after this presentation, I'm going to show you the website of the faculty and just show you which information you have to check right now before your arrival, and also like the main structure of the website. So always check it regularly. This is the opening site of the faculty website. So I wish you a nice preparation for your travel and for the semester, and hope to see you soon. And now let's check the website of the faculty. So this is the website, the main page. Here you always see, you can see new information, updated news. So at the moment, these are the most important ones. And this page, the welcome to our new students, is the most important for you at the moment. We try to collect all necessary information for you here. So first you can read about the coronavirus information and entry information and vaccination. So all the links are collected here, which you need to check about the COVID regulations, entry regulations, documents which are accepted by Hungary regarding the vaccination or the immunity. So the most important pages from this collection are this ELTE page, which collects the entry regulations. Here, the police site, the border crossing information, which is always up to date. So these are always the current information which you have to know about entering Hungary. And sorry, and this site here is the collection of the documents of the bilateral agreements with other countries about what kind of documents Hungary accepts as immunity certificates or vaccination certificates. So here you can see them in Hungarian and in English as well. And if you click on them, you can watch the kind of documents which are exactly accepted by the authorities when you enter Hungary. So these are the most important pages, okay? And here, yes, the freshman's camp, the welcome and introduction days. So we are going to publish the program of the welcome and introduction days here. And there are useful pages also to read regarding the studies, regarding practical information and stuff like that. And also some collections, some further collections about the whole process to start your studies. So this page is for you, it's designed for you, so please check it regularly. Let's go back to the main page. So when you start your studies, the current students menu will be really important for you, because here we store all the information which are for the current students. So you can find practical matters guides. We have some guides for studies here, so you can always check them. The academic calendar with the deadlines. At the moment, it's still for the spring semester, but you can find some dates which are already published for the start of the next semester. At the moment, these are the most important ones. Here you can find forms and documents and some study issues which are related to important information. So these are the official forms if you need them to hand in for any of the committees or our offices. But we are also going to talk about them with more details when you arrive. It's important always to check the academic regulations, though it's a long document, but these are all the regulations which are obliging you actually, so you have to know some of them, the most important ones. So please take time to check these documents because they are actually like the rules for studying here. You can find information of the fees and finances here, either for the tuition fee or other information also about the service fees, which can be valid for everyone, even for Stipendium Hungaricum students. So please also check this finances page and also the charges and service fees, which are valid at the moment at the university. Okay, so we also have the graduation information here, which may be a really early stuff for you, but just to know that you will be able to find all the graduation information here when you are near to graduation. And we have also counseling services available. So we have coaching program, learning support program. We offer also individual counseling, and the university offers also psychological help if you need. So the Faculty of Education and Psychology ensures professional psychologists to help our students and stuff. So if you need a professional help, that is also possible. During this semester, we organize interesting programs for coaching, either individual coaching and also some other trainings. So please so check the site for further information, because these programs are very exciting and you can also join some other students to share your experience and also to learn together with them and to train yourself. Okay, so another menu which is really important for all of our students is the education menu. So according to your programs, you can find your study unit lists here. So either bachelor or master programs. Let's go to the bachelor programs now. So all the programs are listed here. And if you just open them and scroll down, you can find the study unit lists for every program. These study unit lists are really important to consult before you start your studies, because these study unit lists are actually the basis of your studies. So you have to follow it to complete your studies on time and in the correct order to just have your graduation after the required semesters. So you always have to choose the one after the 2017. So if you're admitted after 2017, and regarding your program, in the case of English and American Studies, you can find two of them, American specialization and English specialization. Please check both of them, because in the first year you have to decide which specialization you would like to go with. So please check these study unit lists before you start the semester and before you register for the courses. So you can do it during August, and then when you arrive, you will be completely up to date with how to study, how to start the studies, and how to register for the courses. But also we are going to give you some advice when you arrive, and we are going to have our information sessions. Okay, you can find some other information about the university life here, like the counseling services, the IT support, restaurants and buffets. We have the newsletters. We have been sending these newsletters since last January, and every month, at the beginning of the month, we collect some important news and program recommendations for the students, the international students. So if you are interested, you can check the previous ones. They are listed here, and I am going to upload the current one, which was sent yesterday. So from September, you are going to get the newsletters also. So you will be able to join our ELTE community by this one also. And you can also find a COVID information page here, which always gives you the current regulations and changes in regulations. So it is also important to check it time to time. Okay. Basically, this is the website, and these were the most important information I wanted to share with you. So now this is the time for the questions. So Rezső, please stop the recording. And then